An injury to Jack Jenkins, unfortunately, crashes the Locky two-step parlay on the prelims. Although Israel Adesanya really fumbled the bag for us as well. So even if Jenkins got the dub, we would have had to rip up that ticket anyway. So we drop the Locky two-step as well as the Locky Trinity, even though Volkov came through for us in that spot. Unhappy about that, but ready to get right back on the train and try to cash this next one for you guys as well. Reminder, if you're looking for LFA breakdowns, you can find that strictly on the Patreon page. Link for that is in the description below. And also, if you do your own research and predicting, make sure you guys check out the MMA Fight Archive, which has links to prior fights for all these upcoming fights for you guys. Leave no stone unturned and get as much researching as you can done with the help of the MMA Fight Archive. 7-day free trial available. Check the link in the description below. Now let's get right into the Locky two-step. First step that I got for you guys is going to be Tracy Cortez, who currently comes in around that minus 120 line. And that's not usually the line that I kind of target for these parlays. I try to just get these minus 200s or something, whatever I feel really good about. But I feel pretty damn good about Cortez. And not to mention, I will admit, I feel pretty good about Raul Rosas Jr., but I don't want to throw in a minus 750. And then, the rest of the spots I like for the rest of the Locky two-step and Locky Trinity will get like minus 250, minus 260 on these parlays. I'm trying to get, minus 150 or better on these parlays for you guys. So we'll go with Tracy Cortez as the first leg. Should be a competitive matchup against Jasmine Jasudavicius, but I believe that Cortez is the best wrestler at 125 pounds right now. I'm only saying that because Tatiana Suarez has committed back down to 115 pounds. Otherwise, she would be the queen of the wrestling mats. But Tracy Cortez, one of the best. She's very good in terms of getting ahead of positions in her opponents, staying 2 steps ahead so that she knows where she needs to be for the next step. So she's always remaining on top and remaining in a dominant position. Jasudavicius showed off great grappling chops last time around against Miranda Maverick, but I think that more so had to do with the fact that Maverick has always been overhyped as a prospect. I was able to cash Jasudavicius as a plus 200 underdog in that matchup, so I was kind of in the know for that spot, but I think that against Tracy Cortez, she's going to be in for a little bit of a tougher night. I think that Cortez is the slightly better striker as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see her try to mix it up on the feet first before getting her grappling going and getting those dominant positions required. So give me Cortez as the first step of the Locky two-step. Second step is going to be a fellow Chicana in Miss Lupi Godinez, who I believe has a significant advantage over Elise Reed in this spot. Yes, she's about minus 450, but this is one of those spots where if she looks at all the losses on Elise Reed's record, especially all 3 of them that she's at in the UFC, all of her losses have come on the mat. And Lupita Godinez is the best wrestler that Elise Reed has fought to date in the UFC. I know a lot of people are questioning the fact that Lupi has a little bit of a questionable fight IQ, but I think that this is the perfect matchup for her to go out there, snatch a single leg, chain it to a double leg, drag this fight to the ground, find a dominant position, and get the finish. This could be the easiest spot on the card. Even at minus 450 for Godinez, she has a significant advantage on the mat, and I hope she sees that as well. Doesn't play too much on the feet with Reed, looks to get this to the ground and do damage from on top. So the Locky two-step with Cortez and Godinez pays out plus 124 right now on BetMGM. Lock that in if that's what you like. And if you want to complete the Locky Trinity, the best way to do so is to add Daniel Zellhuber. And if you do so, you'll be able to get plus 205 on that as he's going up against Christos Giagos, and I expect him to have a significant striking advantage in this matchup. I think he does a good enough job in terms of working off of his back and getting back to his feet should Giagos look to get this fight to the ground, but I fully expect Zellhuber to start pulling away with this fight late as he utilizes his jab and touches Giagos up from distance and then finish him in the final round as Giagos start to slow down. Again, there are the Raul Rosas Jr.'s and even the Josephine Knudsen that you can throw into this spot, but considering that we don't want to throw in the minus 700 and the only minus 200-ish favorite that I feel pretty good about is Mr. Daniel Zellhuber. I'll also say this, there's a lot of good violent spots, and if you guys want to know which ones I'm talking about, check out the top 3 lock of the night candidates that I have for you guys, because I feel much better about totals and those finishing props than I do about money lines on this card. But Zellhuber will be the Locky Trinity spot, which completes it for plus 205. So a quick recap here. We got Tracy Cortez and Lupita Godinez for the Locky two-step coming in at plus 124. And then Daniel Zellhuber to complete the Locky Trinity at plus 205. All right, that's a wrap on that. Make sure you guys check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the 3 best prop bets.